never fails.
That's crazy.
Crazy as hell. But what's going
Well,
on, y'all, man? Y'all know what time it is, man. It's time for the post-game show. Sorry I missed y'all the last 2 weeks, man, but y'all know family is everything. So things come up, and hey, can't help it, man. But we back this week. Me and my boy Chris gonna start it off with y'all. My boy Alberto will be in soon, man. He's over on Bleacher Report. Y'all go check him out on Bleacher Report right now in the Falcons community tab, man. He does his thing on Bleacher Report. So shout out to Berto doing big things, man. But I got my boy Chris with me. He's not with Fox this week. He's gonna chill with me this week or us this week, and we're gonna give y'all our thoughts on that disturbing game by the Atlanta Falcons. Because to be honest, I don't know what I watched today. And like I told Chris off the air behind the screens, man, I have nothing positive to say today. Only that the game is over and we likely out of the playoffs. So we can quit that talk because even though New Orleans lost, I don't trust. I'm sorry, Tampa lost. I don't trust them going to New Orleans next week, playing the way they did today. But enough of my rambling, man. Before we bring in that dynamic intro, man, tell the folks what's up.
well, I understand, Smitty. It's really nothing a lot, not a lot good to say, but there's still a chance. If we can somehow take care of business some kind of way, bounce back next week, and the Panthers somehow beats Tampa, we can still possibly win the division. Now that shot is longer from here to Timbuktu, but it's still out there. So I just had to put it out there. Just had to
And
put
I'm
it
gonna
out
go with a dark background today, and I'm gonna tell y'all why, because it's been a dark ass day all day. But we're gonna go with a
there.
dark background, and man, y'all know what time it is, man. It's time for that dope intro, man. Give me 20 seconds, and man, we'll be right back. All right, we back, man. Let's give a shout out to the chat right quick, man, before we get the things rolling.
Please.
LG, what's up, my dude? Matty Ghost, John Higgins, what's good? We talked all during the game. Douglas Farrington, what's good, my dude? King Cap, TB3, Ardell, Ty Dollar 496. Ardell and TBE, they going at it, man. They
Yeah.
giving they giving Falcons hell, and I don't blame them. Drew down 13. My nephew Isaiah Davis, game breaking media, man. Y'all go check him out. Miss Charlene, what's good? Hopefully hopeful. Miss B, what's good, man? Thank you for always supporting. But man, it was a tough game, man. And like I said, we back, man, after 2 week hiatus, man, due to family
Yeah.
obligations and the holidays. But y'all know how that is. The last day of the 2023, and boy, it was hell on earth. So starting tomorrow, next year. Let's hope this thing swing in the right direction, man. They can do that with a win in New Orleans next week. Even though, even if we're out of the playoffs, I still want to see this team end the season on a winning note, man. But to be honest, man, with you, Chris, man, I just don't think they were prepared for this game. And like you said, I'm gonna let you
Took real
get
lot of
into
sense.
what you said a little earlier about dome teams. Just give an explanation about that right quick.
See, man, now the whole thing is, dome teams, they go to places like Minnesota, Green Bay, Chicago around about this time of the year, and they don't perform to expectations because most of the year they're in a dome. Now, I hate using that because at the same time you still are football players. We're professionals on the field. We're not supposed to be using these things for excuses. Plus, let's just be honest, this same Atlanta Falcons franchise went up in Green Bay and took care of business against Brett Favre and the Packers in the snow. So more reason for me not wanting to use this as an excuse. But these guys, they really just didn't look prepared for this particular game. And this was a high stakes game because you Falcons, you win this, you better your chances, not only for the division, but also just in case you don't get that spot, you better your chances for maybe a wild card spot. But
Right.
this game right here, it was a complete fumble. complete fumble by the Atlanta Falcons franchise. And Taylor Heineke, he went out there, and after, a stellar week last week, getting the ball around this week, he first time playing the Bears in his career, and it definitely was a time to forget, because 3 interceptions. I was texting Berto and Smitty during the game, and I was like, man, why Taylor want to throw 3 picks so bad? And it just seemed like he just wanted to throw them so bad. And then next thing you know, what happens? Boom, here come that 3rd pick. And it's just
and I don't call that forcing. I don't call that forcing the ball. That was just making bad throws. And he did that all game long. It was just not on that play.
Do it so bad.
And
why you want to throw a pick
and the reason why I said Alfred that it don't seem like they were prepared. Kyle Pitts didn't catch a ball to the 4th quarter. Bijan did all he could do. Tyler Algier had that 1 catch for 75 yards. But other than that, what did they do?
Kyle was out there half-assed too today.
Man, I'm telling y'all, and I don't care how y'all take it.
Today. I don't care.
Kyle Pitts is gone this offseason. He gonna get traded. I've been saying it since last year. So if he's traded this offseason, just don't be surprised, because Austin Smith has already let y'all know that he don't need a superstar tight end in his offense for it to be successful. Michael Pruitt has more touchdown catches than Kyle Pitts. Jonnu Smith has more, I think, reception than Kyle Pitts.
So he was tripping today too.
Right.
Talking about John.
We talk about Taylor Heineke returning as the backup. To be honest, I don't see it. I'm saving those $12 million. I can go out and sign Joe Flacco and let him hold a clipboard before I do that.
Flacco about to go to the playoffs. That's all I know.
Exactly. He might retire after the season. Who knows?
Flacco about to go to the playoffs.
I can't give $10 million to a quarterback like that. I'm sorry. If you go back to that,
who would you rather have as your backup then, Heineke or Ritter?
Neither.
Get me Ritter.
I go out and find another quarterback, because
I'm talking about between those two. You got to pick between those two, Smitty.
No, I ain't picking that one on. But to their chagrin, to be honest, all of it's not their fault, because they have had no one to help them develop throughout the whole season. Well, Heineke should be developed already, but no one to give them the backup they need in the film room or the confidence they need on the field. It's just hell, man, at the quarterback position. And I'm gonna tell y'all now,
coach. The common factor.
We've been talking still the coach, still play caller, still that. And if y'all go back to that very first drive, this is how I knew it was gonna be a long day. Let's start down. 10. Kyle Pitts got both the safety and the corner beat deep. Now the cornerback did reach his arm in at Kyle Pitts' arm, but you're 6'5". You got to extend to make that catch for a touchdown and put the Falcons out front early, set the tone for this game. And see, that's been the Falcons problem all season. They haven't set the tone for a lot of games this year. I can probably only think about 2 or 3 the whole season. And the last one was last week against Indianapolis. They set the tone after Indianapolis scored first. They shut them down. That's the best game they played this season. So I can't put
that's another reason why I said, man, let's just hold up on, just like we give the credit, still the best game, as far as the Arthur Smith regime, that Colts game, the Falcons did their thing. And then it's like you almost expected today. You almost knew it was going to happen because they had their best game. And I'm just saying, it's just like almost just like that.
Man. They professionals though. You're not supposed to
absolutely agree.
To expect that any week, to be honest.
I absolutely agree.
Coaching sport to prepare you for each and every game, the same, if not better, every week for you to still succeed. We talk about a team that's 6-9, and don't forget this: when the Falcons was 6-4, I think 6-4. I think the Bears were like 3-7 or 2-8 or something like that. So
the Bears were terrible.
They were terrible at that time, but they found a way to pick it up, and that's why their coach is going to come back, because he's finding his way. And
by the way, we did get out coached in every phase today. By the way,
we
did get out coached.
Today, go Go ahead.
No, I was just about to say today the Bears offense basically gave Arthur Smith a glimpse of what he wished this offense could look like. You had Justin Fields out there, and then he was out there breaking containment. It reminded me of that Minnesota Viking game, how we just couldn't wrap up the quarterback at crucial times of the game. And it's just, and it hurt us. It hurt us in many aspects, but Justin Fields is out there being an athlete. I think the game plan that Chicago went with moving DJ Moore around, it was absolutely flawless because DJ Moore almost had more yards than Taylor Heineke. He had 159 yards receiving. Heineke had 163 yards passing. Man, and the thing about it is DJ Moore was one thing that you touched on, Smitty. One player that you touched on in particular. I spoke on Cole Kmet, and he really wasn't a factor that much later on. I think he had going on. Yeah, so that's why he wasn't even a factor. But DJ Moore, man, went off. Now you see they moved him away from AJ a lot. They crossed up AJ a lot. And they went, next thing you know, you got Richie Grant and you got Jesse Bates, who was still one of the best safety in football. He just was going up against DJ Moore, who is a primetime athlete when he gets the ball. Like you said, like you said yourself, once he gets going, it's hard to stop him.
Nope.
And he illustrated that today. He ripped us apart.
You remember me saying Tuesday the key matchup was going to be the star cornerback on each team against the star wide receiver on each team? Well, guess what? DJ Moore did his thing. Drake London and Kyle Pitts, to me, they really never showed up. And really, they didn't have a chance to show up because they had no one tossing them the football. It just seemed like his situational play calling, man, I get tired of saying this, man. Situational play calling sucks. And,
okay. And to add to your point, what the heck was that on the first drive, Smitty? You know the play when they brought Ritter out. And then you direct snapped it to Bijan Robinson. And, I mean, he's a football player, but he's still a rookie. He's still learning on the job. How many times did they really probably practice that play, honestly? And I'm just like, what are you doing? You had two good plays to start off, and then you come to that, and it just stalled the drive.
I'm going to do something I hadn't done all season, and that's blame Bijan on that play. Bijan tries to grab the ball with one hand. You got to go with two hands every play, especially when you run that Wildcat offense. Right. So you can't make everything look dynamic. You got to
You're right. Everything can't be a highlight. It should be something. It should be simple.
And see, when it's a highlight that you want it to be, look what kind of highlight it ends up being. It ends up being a damn turnover. So, but I look at this game too, man. Go ahead.
No, I was just about to say, man, just a point. Hey, y'all remember the Atlanta Falcons in the beginning of the season? Let's dial this back a little bit. Beginning of the season, we started off 2-0, all smiles, sunny skies, and everything, right? Since then, we have been 5-9 since that week 2 win over the Packers. 5-9. And also, we will not win 3 games in a row.
Nope.
We will finish this. We will finish the season not even winning 3 games in a row. It's not a chance. It's not a chance of that happening.
And the sad part about it,
and if I'm not mistaken, I don't think we've won 3 games in a row since Arthur Smith has been here. If I'm not mistaken, in this whole regime, we've never won 3 games.
You've been with me since the beginning. Remember when I said, just because y'all see the Falcons having the easy schedule in the NFL, don't hang our hats on that. That is why. Execution is everything. You have to go out and play every Sunday. So, I mean, come on, man. Arthur Smith was given a golden opportunity this year to carry his team a long way, and he just could not pull it off. So I'm going to be real. How can you trust a coach going forward who has the easy schedule in the NFL, star dynamic players on each side of the football, and just can't get the job done? It just doesn't make sense to me. And tell me if I'm wrong or not. Did you see it get any better next week?
And banking on trying to be right. Banking on trying to be right in the beginning, too. No quarterback competition. You're going in pretty much wasting the season because you didn't have a quarterback. Regardless, you didn't have a quarterback, and then you didn't have the ability to make them look better. Like I said, man, you put some of these quarterbacks out here with some of these other coordinators / head coaches who are taking backups. Man, you look at all the backups that are out there right now who are still succeeding. Again, we mentioned Joe Flacco a minute ago. I know former Super Bowl champion, but the man's 38 years old, for God's sake. Then you got out there Browning out there and with the Bengals. That's what I'm saying. Then you got Browning out there, a journeyman quarterback, a guy who was door dashing a couple years ago, and I'm serious about that. I'm not being no joke. I think he really was working for DoorDash a couple years ago, and then this man is out there running the Cincinnati Bengals offense. I'm just saying, man. You had Tommy DeVito. Like the list just goes on. The list goes on. You had a guy who rolled out the bed named Josh Dobbs. So
but we ain't gonna be rude, man.
I'm just saying.
But hey, man, we gonna have our boy Twisted Torch on with us today, man. And if y'all tuning in from his channel,
yes, sir.
Y'all tuning in from the Sports Machine or A1 Forever, please go over and subscribe to Twisted Torch. Smash that notification bell, so every time he goes live, man, y'all can catch it. But Twisted, what's up, my dude? Introduce yourself for the people that don't know you.
Yeah, man.
Turn me up in your headphones for the people in the background. We've been bamboozled. We've been hoodwinked. Mm-hmm. They've been lying to us for years about Arthur Smith and his coaching staff, and the fact that Terry Fontenot wasn't able to make the head coaching decision confuses me. That's the first thing. Second thing is, when I look at this offense, everybody you picked the last 3 years is who you wanted, right? Are we all in agreement on that? So why do I have to keep watching games where Pitts has 5 targets for 1 catch? Drake London has 3 catches for 50 yards the first 2 series, then has no catches the rest of the game. Bijan Robinson, the Bears have struggled. They are 30th in the league at stopping running backs in the passing game. You get 1 catch, 75 yards. Quarter.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Bijan has been killing out of the backfield, catching passes, and you don't do none with them. Taylor Heinicke, what in the? You were supposed to be here to not throw interceptions. How do you not know how to recover 2? 3 of the interceptions came on cover 2.
They were just sitting back waiting like they usually do.
In the zone for quite some time.
Yep,
that's confusing to me, man. Then on the defense side of the ball, and I don't talk trash about defense because they struggle with players they don't have. Grady Jarrett hasn't been here most of the season. Jeff Okuda's not getting snaps like that. D. Alfred wasn't getting snaps like that. That's still confusing to me. But DJ Moore has been killing the last 6 to 7 games. Why are you not bracket coveraging him?
I pointed that out. I pointed that out in the preview show. Kid you not. And exactly what happened.
You see they were going away from AJ Terrell the whole game.
Yeah.
But even on the plays where AJ was in coverage, he's not getting his hands on him. That's an easy crossing route. You're not going to touch him, bro. There's no purpose of pressing. You're wasting your time.
Yeah, you saw that catch he made over the shoulder after he blow right past AJ.
Dog.
They would tell you all game it was going to be a long day. They told y'all. Like I said, with the Kyle Pitts catch,
they did.
In the first quarter, he pulled his arm back. For what? Because you scared you're going to get hit? You 6'5". Yeah. Any hit that you take in the NFL, you should be able to absorb. It's just that simple. If they score that touchdown right there, I think that sets the tone for the game. But since
you talking about
you're setting the tone.
He didn't even reach out like that.
Yeah, first drive.
Right.
And this is after 2 good plays.
Didn't like that. Yeah, that's why I said it started off good. Next thing you know, on that play, I just feel like I just want to see more effort from my tight end. Mm-hmm. I want to see more effort from my tight end on that play.
And for y'all that was smashing Young Way Cool during the game for missing those kicks, what did I tell y'all in the pregame?
Why is he kicking 50 yards in the snow?
Chicago win is going to kill field.
Worst one, 50 yards. Second one, 44 in the snow.
And it's 4th and 5.
Not even trying to even.
They kicking into the wind. That Chicago win is different. If you go back to one of those older games where they played the Broncos and that dude tried to kick the ball started straight and ended up all the way over there on the sideline toward the top. That's how bad the wind is. So you can't blame Cool because they should have finished both of those drives.
Shoot, you seen Pinion had some trouble too today.
Exactly.
Hey,
so kicking wasn't the option.
It was just a weird day.
And y'all know on that second drive, Pitts and what's my man name?
Matt Collins, they were wide open.
It was wide open. He throws to Jonah because he's nervous of the pressure. Yep. You've been playing for 7 years. Why are you nervous?
Shoot, also we had a lot of drop passes too.
Quarterbacks. Not one.
Gosh.
You got to find two quarterbacks this offseason. So
for sure, because and you know what's funny?
Don't forget about them missing Scotty Miller. Don't forget about them missing Scotty Miller and then throwing a pick the very next play. I'm talking about
wide open.
So,
but hold on.
People too.
Hold on, we can't forget this. Hold on that second drive. I know. Maybe I'll talk about. I don't know. Kyle Pitts, Drake London, Cordell Patterson is all on the right hand side. It's 3rd and 5. They're all doing this, clapping, asking what the play is. So essentially, why is it not a timeout? 1 and 2. Why would you even think that Van Jefferson's the first read? He hasn't shown us nothing every time we went down the field to him. All he does is slow down every time he's supposed to catch the ball. That's a touchdown.
They were playing the guessing game, bro.
Yep, he did.
That's all it was. They were playing the guessing game. And like I said, and me and Twitch talking about
that shouldn't be happening, man. That shouldn't be happening, man. That's right there. That's where your head coach is supposed to step in and recognize the confusion, step in, call a timeout. If we got to burn a timeout, that's cool. Because you're going to get some understanding with yourself and your players. You don't run that play.
That's terrible, bro.
You don't run it. Situational, man. Situational, y'all. It's the thing about it. Sometimes it don't be as much. It'd be like when stuff be happening. A lot of our mistakes this year has been when it's happening. And it just be like, that cannot happen at that juncture of the game. That cannot happen. That play should not be called. That situation should not happen. Players need to continue to run. This whole team right now is not a good mix.
No.
Period. This whole team, this is because it's a team loss, and this whole team is just not a good mix. We know we got a great defense. We can slide that over there. But after that, we got questions everywhere, and we're trying to figure out what the heck is going on, y'all.
Yeah. And
outside of the defense, we got questions everywhere.
And Ardell.
Oh, and I can answer the question about
you said we're gonna pick offensive
about why he hasn't been getting snaps.
Ardell has a question that we're gonna pick offense in the first round. I don't have a problem with it as long as it's an offensive tackle, a left tackle, because today Jake Matthews got dogged out and he's showing his age more and more every game. So you got to find a way to get off that contract this offseason. And if I'm not mistaken, Jake Matthews his guaranteed money is pretty much gone. And I think if you do have dead cap, it's only like $4 million. So I think you got to take that hit. And if you end up at number 8, offensive tackle has got to be an option. I'm sorry. Because go ahead.
So that means you're looking for a trade for a QB then?
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
You looking at Russell or Justin? I'm looking.
Well, it won't be Justin Fields.
No, Justin Fields.
We don't know. We don't know. They got 2 picks in the first.
Bro, they're gonna ask for a first rounder for Justin Fields now.
Yeah,
straight up, they're asking for a first rounder for Fields, especially after he dogged us on hung 37 on us. He gonna be like, "Oh, y'all want him? Hold on, let me see what that film was like." Yeah, for you, first rounder. You? Yeah.
But the first 2 drives, though, I'm not going to put on defense because at the end of the day, you took field goals and put them in good field position. They only needed 2 catches essentially in them drives to lead it up. And on those drives, you struggled on 3rd down. You could have been off the field. You missed the running back. He's wide open. You miss him.
Right.
And don't tackle him. No one tackles him. Like, come on. You can't have those plays. Especially if you come into a playoff team. And this is after Bates makes that comment. Bates just made the comments on this week. I feel like teams would be scared to play against us if they have to see us. I thought so too. Not today to wait, but Dupree and AK whiffed on those sacks to Justin Fields. That's the same shit that they did to Murray and to Jada Pickett's nephew.
Yeah, and Dobbs. I was saying, and Dawes, man, that game against Minnesota was just so deflating, just on just the containment, the lack thereof, and it reared its ugly head again. You seen Abracady completely miss fields on the play. Yeah. And you just seen it over and over, just miss tackling, trying to just wrap
come here with that
just running through the guys really just coming on. He got it, but you just see what's going on, guys, and we got to continue to deal with this. You know, I said this regime. Again, I'm not faulting anything for Terry. He didn't pick the coach, you know, but guys like Rich McKay, guys like
should have been
Ryan Pace. I mean, all these guys need to get up out of here, and let's just start that over. Let's get a new front office or something like that going on. If you're gonna keep Arthur Smith, you gotta get him an OC, because he shows you week in and week out that he can't do this consistently. Yeah, he had the Colts game, but he can't do that consistently, and he just can't do it. At this point, we're about to be in week 18. You are who you are.
Well,
they said,
and you've been who you've been.
That's crazy.
So,
man,
you are, bro. And then real quick about the offer thing. Real quick, I know Twisted, you said something about it. Apparently, Coach Smith says everyone has a role, and because the simple packages and teams that we were playing, the offered role had to decrease and go to the punt return, and Mike Hughes had to step up. That's pretty much why you have D offered out there.
That's another dumb mistake by coach. D Alpha has shown up into that Bucs game he was making consistent plays in the slot.
Facts.
And this should have been his game.
Had a solid year to me.
Alpha would have been good versus DJ Moore in this game.
I think so too. You are absolutely right, man. You've seen the comments. I don't know if you guys seen the comments from Coach Smith. The reason why, because he was asked, and I think the article was produced by Daniel Flick. Man, shout out to Daniel Flick and all the work he does at Sports Illustrated.
Shout out to nephew.
Yeah, man. He said that it comes down to schemes. And what scheme do you see Mike Hughes as an advantage being on this defense to go up against some of the better slot receivers or wide receivers in general, man? He's here on an inflated contract. He was brought in to be a special teams guy. 2 years, $10 million. He should not be seeing the field. The future is in front of us, and that's what's rightfully should have been on there, which is D. Alford and Clark Phillips III. Who else haven't we seen as of late?
Hello.
Jeff Okudah.
Jeff Okudah. So I think the plug has been pulled on him. That's a guy that you're going to say goodbye to in the offseason. And, sure, I don't know about you guys, but do you guys – well, let me ask you guys. Do you feel comfortable going into next year with a guy like Clark Phillips and D. Alford in at corner alongside A.J. Terrell? Or do you see the Falcons venturing into that position, whether it be via free agency, trade, or the NFL draft?
Without a doubt.
I'm comfortable with all three. I'm comfortable with all three. And I'm going to tell you what. Yeah. Both of those guys have been sale this year.
But
both of them have grown all season long, but you still have to add depth at the position. So I would probably look at that position in the second or third round, depending on who's there. But as far as starting, Clark Phillips has proved in just a short amount of time that he belongs here. And we all knew that. I don't know why it took so long to get him on the field, but he's played well in the slot, and he's gotten, time taken away from him by Mike Hughes, which I don't understand. But those guys, they've earned their paycheck. They've earned at least another year. So going forward, I'm kind of okay with the cornerback position, but depth is the only thing that worries me at that position.
Gotcha. And here's another interesting name, man. This guy, man, man, the anomaly himself, Richie Grant, brother. He pitter-patted on that last play. He was right there to make the play.
Talking about the touchdown, right?
Yes. But what do you do getting happy feet when you're supposed to break down, wrap up, and tackle and Twisted? You're a coach. You're on the field. Man, listen. You see that man coming in your lane. You're licking your chops. I'm gonna beat the brakes off of this guy right here.
You gotta get happy feet, man.
Yo, man. But That's a guy that is as good as gone also in this offseason. So yeah, I don't want.
He doesn't want to make the play.
He makes business decisions, as you want to say.
He doesn't want to make the play.
And I'm gonna be real, y'all might not want to hear. Kyle Pitts
He
made a lot of business decisions
in this season multiple times, fellas.
But do y'all feel like
same dance multiple times this season, fellas?
But do y'all feel like Richie Grant could be better played in a role, a better role, though?
I love that
rotational piece. As a rotational piece, yeah, I think Richie Grant would be better because he plays better. He plays better actually in the slot than he does on the backside. So,
and you know what's crazy? They should have used Richie Grant the QB spot this week. You don't have Troy Anderson. Lamb is not fast enough. Ellis is not fast enough. AK, Bud Dupree are not fast enough. That would have helped you. You could have had him along the line of scrimmage a lot more, and he could have potentially blitzed, waited a little bit, and seen it like that. Ellis and Lamb is not that fast, bro. Come on, we got to know better than that. You cannot QB skip out.
Shout out to Caden,
which is cold. Ellis is cold. I'm not saying that, but come on, speed matters. Just a few of us like a damn.
I mean, we're banging on Richie. I've banged on Richie a lot too, but you guys brought up an interesting, solution as a backup role or putting him in favorable matchups. I kind of have to disagree with you gentlemen as far as having him as a slot corner in any way, because I think that's where his lapses are. I think he's better as a read and react sort of player, a la the days of Keanu Neal. As we all know, Keanu Neal, he was that hammer, but he was such a liability in the backfield, man, when you call him, to cover. And he found his footing more or less in Dallas and now in Pittsburgh, where everything is read and react. You see ball, go to ball. That's it. I think that's what Richie Grant's trajectory could be if he wants to further his career in the NFL.
So in other words, you're saying Richie Grant should be off the Atlanta Falcons then, because there's no spot for him to do that here.
Well, we don't know what Micah has to offer neither. So in that regard, you might want to keep him around.
That's my opinion. I feel like we have players who can do that.
But you think about the safety they passed on to go get Richie Grant. They passed on Javon Holland, who's one of the best safeties in the league. And then you look at a guy like I think his name was Andre Cisco.
From
Syracuse.
Mm-hmm.
You passed on those two guys.
Let's go for the Jaguars.
For Richie Grant. And he's just showing you he just can't be consistent in this league. So him as a rotator piece, I think makes sense. But him as a starter, no. So safety has to be another position you got to chase again this offseason. So and you might get lucky in free agency. Who knows?
I got a scenario for you fellas. I know it seems like this game has pissed everybody off on this panel, rightfully so. We lose to a Chicago Bears team, man.
After the bed, though.
Yeah. You're right. You're 100%.
And we all knew they was gonna lose to the Saints, bro. We all knew it. We all knew it.
Man! Everything worked into your favor. Saints took care of business. My goodness, Panthers, they lost again. You had things just going. All you had to do was just win.
Yeah,
just win the game. Show up.
Every single game this year,
everything to you, man.
Let me ask you, out of all the teams this year, think about
it. And we passed on Brian Branch.
How many teams are over 500 when we played them this year? Just think about that.
Probably
how many teams are over 500?
Probably two.
Probably 2 or 3
Lions.
at the most. Lions
at one time.
Yeah,
the Bucks.
Because what the Packers want to know?
Jaguars, right, Jaguars. So when you look at, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry, Smitty. My bad.
So no, you think about it. If you only have 3 games with teams over 500, and you still go below 500, what did that tell you? Coaching. If you get out coached by damn near every coach that you play against, that's a problem. So how does Artis Blank not see that? I mean, if we see it, he see it.
You make other coaches look good against you, and that's not cool. That's not how you say? How can he not see that?
Other than the quarterback
Washington game, bro.
Right in our face.
That's another game. That's another. Oh my God, man! I can't even speak on that. Washington.
He got embarrassed, bro. It's multiple games this year. He got embarrassed, bro. We just being real, like the play calling, the situation, like Smitty been saying, like it's been bad, and it's reared its head in the third and fourth quarter in most of these games.
But I'm gonna tell y'all the game that let me know that it's time for somebody new, and y'all might agree, y'all might not agree. When you let a quarterback come in after just 5 days on the team with no set playbook, come in your home stadium, win the football game,
man.
Y'all please tell me what's the problem with that. That was the game for me to let me know Arthur Smith just not he just not ready. He just not ready. But we got Joy in here.
We lost that game.
What's good, Joy?
She want to give her quick comments.
Hey y'all.
Talk to us.
What's going on, Joy?
Y'all?
We're doing all right.
Been better.
Well, have y'all touched on Kyle Pitts?
Better.
Talk about it.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
start
We already talked about it.
Run it.
Go ahead.
Talking about the lack thereof for him out there on the field.
The very first, I think that was the first possession.
First drive. Yeah, first drive.
Yeah. The man didn't even extend his damn arms. That was a touchdown, in my opinion.
Facts.
I said it earlier.
Came off a Bleacher Report saying the same exact thing. And we gotta question Kyle Pitts' want and his work ethic. Does he actually want it? You know, enough about the quarterback play and stuff like that.
I don't give a damn what he want.
He's had a lot of passes thrown his way that have been catchable, man. But you haven't seen anything from him.
But he been sorry all the whole season. Like he's not putting any effort in nothing.
And what did that tell you? If you see less effort, he don't want to be here. So
he don't want to be here.
Hey, let's just keep it real. We spent that number 4 pick on him, but at the same time, after that knee injury and coming back from that knee injury, he just had the same confidence. Let's just keep it real. So this offseason,
everybody's
whatever
after injury. I
don't give a damn, man. Look, I don't give a damn. You get a baconator combo for his ass. He got to go.
He got to go.
Bacon egg combo is crazy.
And then I want to move over to Van Jefferson. So I posed the question about how everybody thought about Van Jefferson. What do y'all think about him?
Trash.
There it is. He got 5 targets today. What? A guy that hasn't shown you nothing since he's been traded here. I think he had 1 catch before today's game. Since we traded for him. And he's one of the most targeted wide receivers today. No, man. And he don't do shit. He don't do nothing.
Yeah. But I mean, let's just be real, man. A lot of movies we made this year, they made sense at the moment. But how many are actually panned out?
True.
Like we talked about all season. You came into the season saying Desmond Ritter was your guy. What has he proven to us? Nothing.
On the street, but he got hurt. Streak was good, but he got hurt.
And he came in and threw an INT today.
To be honest, that was the icing on the cake,
bro. That was the icing on the cake. I was saying to God that this man threw an INT because Twitter would have been blowing up. You see, Ritter is that guy.
So and then let me ask about this trick play.
That's
thing.
how I feel about
I saw the trick play shit on the back end of it. What the fuck was going on? Because when I looked, I said, damn, Ritter on the field. And I looked again, I'm like, Heineke on the field. What the hell happened?
That shit was horrible.
And people were talking about Heineke was hurt. The only thing that hurt was his damn feelings. Because he couldn't hit the barn with the side of the barn with the bar of soap, as I always say. But
bad play.
I'm telling y'all, the way Justin Fields played today, Chicago get rid of him. They retarded. I'm just calling. But I don't care what you got to do this offseason. And I said if Fields or Kyler Murray weren't available, use that number 8 or number 7 or wherever you end up pick, move far up as you can, go get one of them top quarterbacks. And if Arthur Smith messes it up, that's on Arthur Blank, not Terry Fontenot. So
Rich McKay, so can't forget him.
And Rich McKay, right. So going forward into next year, get your quarterback. I don't care who coach him, but if they mess it up, that's on the front office at the end of the day, because Arthur Smith hasn't proven anything.
Nothing. Did y'all see his record up there, bro?
I'm not.
That's been for the last 3 years.
Yeah, 1-30.
Man,
that's for the last 3 years.
Like, what are we doing, man?
Almost 30 losses.
And the loss next week will be another 7-10 season. How is that improving? How is that improving?
I really think that Arthur Blank is not gonna change.
That's just like with the quarterback.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was saying Arthur Blank he's not gonna. I don't think he's gonna switch head coaches. I'm hoping he does, but I had to give myself a reality check about him. He's already made his money off the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. He also has soccer that does much better than the Falcons. He could fucking care less about the Falcons for real because the soccer team has already given him a cup or whatnot. So I'm just thinking to myself, he banked up. He don't care. He gonna come out there with them plum suits and them gray suits and all them other suits he be putting on, and he don't give a shit about the fans. That's really how I go. I'm just being honest.
Not the plum suits.
And then they had the audacity to send us a $1,300 invoice talking about playoffs. What the fuck? Why would you send us an invoice talking about playoffs and we ain't even trying to get there?
NFL is
one versus the Colts and another backup QB. Nick Jones. What is his name?
Piss me off.
And that's another thing about this season. That's another thing about this season, Twisted. How many backup quarterbacks or rookies have we played this year?
Shit.
At least more than 6 or 7 games.
Man.
Yeah. Just think about it.
Let's throw in Jordan Love because he was a first-year starter. So let's throw him in there too.
Yeah, throw him in there too. So if you think about the quarterbacks we faced this year, the records, and no harder than 2 to 3 teams over 500, you tell me that as an owner that you're gonna say that things fall apart or the team just tune him out. That happened a long time ago. So what's your excuse now? What's your excuse now going into the last game?
Yeah,
just answer that.
Yeah.
I just can't wait to hear what he got to say. And I'll call him out on Twitter.
It's like we're gonna play like 6 or 7 different rookie. Yeah, we're gonna play like 6 or 7 different rookies / first-time starters / backups. Man, good God. Just when you just look at it, this season was just thrown away, y'all. This season was just thrown completely away.
And if y'all want me to,
no apparent reason, we had everything in our favor, and we did everything to lose.
Every time, though. Versus Washington, versus the Bucks, versus the Panthers. The Bucks and Panthers, I can't eat that, respectfully, guys. We had 400 yards versus them at Tampa. And we come here, and Drake London has over 172 yards, and you picking and choosing when you giving him the football.
Right,
confusing to me, bro.
Yeah.
You don't know how to ride the hot hand.
That's it. You got to.
I was saying that whole game, boy, feed Drake. Feed him. You gotta feed him, man. I'm just saying when a dude get hot, I don't know what it is about Atlanta teams, period. I know other teams do it too, but I don't care about that. I don't know why Atlanta teams like to go away from the hot hand when people are hot.
I'm gonna be honest with both of y'all. Arthur Smith couldn't ride a roller coaster tied down. Let's just keep it real.
What the fuck?
I'm talking about facts. I'm with you. I'll be with you.
Oh man. Yeah, man. I just hate it for this team, man, because collectively over the past years, man, we've assembled so many great pieces offensively. We just got a dodo head as a head coach that just is underutilizing everybody. Well, everybody with the exception of Bijan. Bijan, he's just another animal. He's doing his thing. He's got over 1,200 all-purpose yards. He is what he is, but.
And he's underusing him too, bro. No, Berto, he's underusing him.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, true.
Look at him in the passing game the last 6 weeks.
Yeah, true. Okay, I can see your point on that. I love how he was used last week. He's used today. This should not. Bijan should have been a check down like game today. That's it. North and South should have been Tyler Algier all day. Flowers to Tyler Algier. That should have been the run balance in this game. I don't know why he was so cute today and wanting to do all these different looks and to no avail because nothing ever works when he gets cute. So I don't know, man. I'm just sick of this shit, bro.
Yeah, but
hey, you all brother.
For real, man. It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Man, can't forget about Algiers, man. He's been showing his capability.
Absolutely, man. So we're struck on really like doing off-season plans and shit like that. I mean, if there's any time as good as it's going to get right now, then here it is, because these Falcons are not making the playoffs. Point blank period. Joy has said it so many times.
It's over.
We've all said it so many times, and even if we do, I'm not going to be that entertained with it, because it's more than likely going to be one and done. And that's unfortunate to say for a team that I love so much and I root for heavily and will die for. But God damn, I would not want this product going into the playoffs by no way, shape, or form. None
and
whatsoever.
I'm going to be honest, I wouldn't even want this product going into next year. I just want to see the free agent that come off of this team in the offseason and see who's available out there, because I'm telling you, he played much better and coached much better with no-name players. He gets superstar players, it's just like, he said, I can let my foot off the gas a little bit. I can rest. But when you have superstar players,
he started getting complicated up here.
Yeah,
right.
He's too much in his head. Way too much.
He tried to be too smart for his own good. You can be an intelligent guy all you want to, but some things should just be simplified.
But you know what it is, though,
guys? Things should just be simplified.
You know what it is, though, guys. When you have a QB that can say check, we don't want to. We don't care what you have to say at the field. We're gonna run the play we want to do. You win more games. And look at our offense. No hurry up offense. We have been good every year. History has shown hurry up offense, because it keeps defenders guessing and have to do vanilla coverage. In turns, they probably would have got out of that cover too a lot more and would have to play man press and do. We should. If we know this, they should definitely know this. That's the problem.
We got a super chat, man. Jay Black 142 said we need a new head coach, because I believe Arthur Smith has lost the locker room, and I definitely agree with that. His leadership has crushed his team, and I said this last week, man. Your team is a reflection of you, and this team, for some reason, it just seemed bland and flat, and just has no attitude. Has no attitude.
We were a mess. Complete mess.
Arkham said this. Arthur Smith is holding his team back. I definitely agree with that, man. He's definitely holding us back. Joy, you sure done got quiet, man. What you doing over there?
I was gonna say something. I was just waiting for you to talk about the super chat. Because someone said the same thing that I actually was gonna ask. Again, I did not watch the game in its entirety, but I didn't see CP in any of the game. Did he play on offense, or was it just
no? He just strictly special team today, and that was a mistake because, like I said, when you got 3 running backs like that, you got to figure out a way to get each and every one of them involved each game. And with those two bruising backs, you could have knocked that Chicago defensive line back. And like I said too, when you make an inconsistent play calling, it don't matter who on the field. Because if you can't be consistent with your play calling and consistent quarterback play, it's bound to go wrong at some point in the game. Let's just keep it real. But JJ the Great, thank you for that 20 spot. We appreciate it. Said this is why the Bears is always half full. People don't want to see. I'm not from Georgia. I'm not spending my money flying halfway across the country to see this shitty ass product in person. I know y'all in Georgia. I feel the same. And Joy been saying this all season, man. This is why the Bears is not full, because of crazy, inconsistent playing and shitty coaching. Let's just keep it real. Shitty coaching. And if y'all want me to be real and honest with y'all, Ryan Nielsen and Jerry Gray been carrying this team all year, not Arthur Smith.
Oh yeah,
100%.
It's been no defensive coach.
That's the tandem.
So, see that?
So get out your own way, Arthur Blank. You see it, I see it. The defensive coaches are carrying this team, which means you can make one of those guys coaches and the other one stay at the defensive coordinator position, hire offensive coordinator, and pick this team up immediately. Because guess what? If you do that, one of these coaches is going to go out and get a quarterback. One of these coaches in Terry Fontenot is going to go out and get an offensive coordinator that can coach that quarterback. And the defense only needs a couple of pieces to replace maybe Bud Dupree and Calais Campbell. And I'm going to just say it, maybe Grady Jarrett. So
maybe. You never know.
You got $100 million on the way.
Yeah, you can rebuild this
fact,
team.
man.
You can rebuild this team just like that with the right pieces. Trust me.
The question is, are we gonna go out and get the right pieces, or are we gonna be cheap like the Hawks and not get shit and then be looking crazy? Like, what we doing?
Well, the Hawks another story. That's just something that we just gonna have to endure. I hate to say it, because that offense is piss poor. When they fired Daniel Ferry, that was the worst thing they could have done.
Fucking love you, C-Double. Sorry.
Yeah, well, he's absolutely. I'm on C-Double.
Correct.
We need an experienced head coach and not nobody that done came from offensive line coordination and defensive line coordination. We need somebody that has been a veteran before in NFL.
Smith, what I've been saying for a while now, I said buyer fucking beware on all these up and coming OCs, because right now we're learning the hard way with a quote unquote offensive guru.
I thought about this, Alberto. You remember I said Mike Tomlin trade for him?
Can we just stop that?
I know you said John Fox. I know you said John Fox, but I throw out another veteran name. I throw out Jim Caldwell, because Jim Caldwell has been a winning coach in this league. He got fired after the winning season and hasn't got a job since. So there are coaches out there that are veteran that can come in and do the job. But you just got to take your time and you got to evaluate. But we're gonna throw the link in the chat, man. Y'all come on in and talk to us for a second. And we're gonna see what y'all got to say. Because like I always say, man, we got to know y'all vibe.
Hell yeah. Caldwell's another great name. I mean, I think there's two qualified candidates, man. John Harbaugh and John Fox. And I say that because of this. John Harbaugh had who?
Jim Harbaugh.
Jim Harbaugh, excuse me. He had Colin Kaepernick, right? What was he? A run-heavy style, quarterback or system that can also pass, right? He knows what to do with that style of quarterback, a dual threat style quarterback. John Fox knows the same thing with his days with Cam Newton. You need a veteran coach because Atlanta's a quick turnaround. I don't think that anybody can say that Atlanta needs a whole lot of fixing. No, we're just a piece or two from being actually competitive, and it starts at the quarterback position. You go get Russell Wilson, unpopular as that may is, you pair him with a guy like John Fox or Jim, then you could probably you could probably make some noise in the NFC South next year. And depending how the schedule looks, which may be favorable again, who knows? We could write this ship right away. Same could be said for Justin Fields.
Do the schedule really matter when you got a top flight defense? All you got to do is move the football and score points. The defense is going to take care of the rest. Think about that. It wouldn't even matter this year. If we had a company quarterback this year, with this defense, oh man, we probably be 12-4 right now.
Bro, we'll have at least. I'm sorry, we would have at least 12 wins right now.
Exactly.
12.
Shout out to Shaka, man. Thank you for the super chat. Truly appreciate it.
Ritter has what? Ritter has 16 turnovers. Taylor Heineke has 6 turnovers now. Like, come on, bro. You can't expect to win like that. And your defense is a top 5 red zone defense.
Keep giving the ball away.
It's just broken, man.
Shout out to Jay Black, man. Shaka Zulu, I'm sorry. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it. So I knew
Wait a minute. I need to say one more thing too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
What y'all think about Koo?
Let me cook. Hey, no, it's all Arthur Smith, bro. If y'all click on 3rd down, bro, he always is trying to go for field goals, bro, instead of going for first downs, bro. You be setting Koo up. How many 50-yard field goals does he have? Hold on, I'll tell you. Give me a quick second.
Hey,
he's 3 or 4.
I'm gonna tell you today really didn't matter because, like I told y'all in the preview show, that damn win is hell in Chicago, and anybody kicking into that win is like they kicking a 60-yard field goal with each kick. So when you look at the win factor, that should let Arthur Smith know we got to score touchdown this game. But inconsistent play call, he get inside at 30, he just freeze up like he don't know what the hell he doing.
I can kick it to the win
first. so they could have.
Look at that.
They took the ball first so they could have the wind behind them, especially the second half, and it didn't even.
And that went against them because you, like I said, you have a top 10 defense. Give your defense the ball first, bro. Set yourself up to get good field position. You're not a good offense.
Right.
History has shown us that you're not a good offense. So why do you think I don't even care about no win, no none of that? You have a running game. Get your defense out there, get 3 and out, get them a little restless. Let's get Justin Fields a little confused. Go out there and then you score points or kick a field goal. That just how you did that just don't look good to me. And then secondly, as an offensive coordinator, everybody is taught this. When they have injuries at the cornerback position, you attack that corner that just went out.
You exploit that.
That's common sense.
That's the best corner in the league right now is what they're telling me.
All day long, you exploit.
That's common sense.
You exploit the matchup, and you always take advantage of the new guy.
But like Shaka say, I knew that was the outcome going to be when I saw the first offensive series. Cute from the jump, and you can't put it simpler than that. Yeah, that's Wolf.
Wolf, what you got to say about your garbage ass team?
What? What?
What you got to say about your garbage ass team?
I didn't know that they was garbage. They garbage?
They lost to the Panthers. They lost to the Cardinals. They've lost to multiple one-win teams when they were one-win teams.
I'm sorry, I didn't get the first question. So salute to everybody. Happy New Year's. Feliz Navidad. The coquitos in the system. Ain't no telling all I did some. That's what I be yelling. I'm gonna pick my blood, not relay song.
Hello, Wolf.
How you doing? Smith, you know what? The quarterback whores are on their knees now right now.
Oh, probably so.
The quarterback whores are on their knees.
They need to be.
I told people they don't want to listen.
Oh yeah.
You know, Puerto Ricans know what they be talking about too. I be trying to tell Alberto be knowing what he be talking about. That's what I be trying to tell you. Listen. I thought that this head coach was a genius. That's what I thought.
Who said that? Who said that?
I mean, listen, Smith. I mean, it's documented evidence on YouTube. You can pull it up. It ain't that hard.
It ain't never came out of my mouth. I'm just saying.
But I mean, listen, it is what it is at this time. But the quarterback whores, and I'm gonna get this on a t-shirt. I ordered a couple t-shirts from your peoples already, Smith. I know she told you I ordered a couple t-shirts already. I'm gonna get quarterback whores. I'm gonna get quarterback whores because the quarterback whores are ready to receive life in a face. See, the quarterback thirst is growing every day, like Vanessa Del Rio. See, everybody think it's like a little Kim, Foxy Brown thing. No, it's Vanessa Del Rio, baby. The thirst is so real that it's not going to be satisfied with a bottle like this or a bottle like this. You're going to need a big manguera. You're going to need that hole. You feel me? You heard?
That means holes.
Hey, Smith, if you notice, right? If you notice, that's why people they don't fuck with me, Smith, because I be telling the truth. That's why they don't come to my channel, because they can't take the truth. I told you we got I told you we got
but what did you say in the beginning though? What did you say we need to do? Just tell everybody what we need to do to win games. Run the football.
Yeah.
Have they done it on a consistent basis?
Yeah.
No.
But Smith, that's what he said 3 years ago.
Enough. 24 rushes ain't enough.
Yeah.
3 years ago, 3 years ago, the hottest candidate 3 years ago was AS. That was the hottest candidate 3 years ago. He could have went to 7 other teams. He came to Atlanta, right? So I don't want to hear no excuses that you ain't had nothing to work with, this, that, and the third. I don't want to hear that.
But like I said, point blank, this is the 3rd year. His plan should have been in place. All he got to do is plug in the right pieces to his plan that he needs and he wants. And this should be an easy go. This should be a train on the tracks. But it still seemed like a slingshot and a roller coaster That's gonna never.
I'm gonna start seeing every week now. Every week. Oh, Justin Fields, Russell. You want Russell Wilson? You want him to bring Sierra back? A beta man?
Fuck no. That's a big fuck no.
In Atlanta, knowing that you.
We're
about to have a Taylor Swift situation.
We're not doing that. Hold on, guys. Let's think about this before we say this.
I'm doing that all day.
Let's think about it before we say that now.
No.
Go ahead. What you about to say?
No. That's what we saying. No.
Hold on.
Are you basing that off of the Seahawks Russell Wilson or Denver Broncos Russell Wilson?
I don't want Russell Wilson, period. It don't nothing. No.
I don't either.
Russell Wilson still better than any quarterback we're going.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like we literally just watched Ritter wet the bed for 16 games.
Alberto.
What's up, bro?
Russell Wilson got scolded like a Spanish mama with a chancleta on a sideline.
Bro,
He just got scolded on. With the sandals off. You want him in Atlanta, knowing that Future got like 9 baby brothers.
I mean, y'all can say that.
How y'all don't know he got perseverance? We don't know what he can do.
That's what I'm saying. I do not
want that trap house tip. Oh my God, you guys want to?
I mean, man,
I'm basing it off of what we got here. We have a top 10 defense. We have a top 10 running game. All we need him to do is make good plays in the red zone. We don't need.
That's what we needed Desmond Ritter to do too. That's what we needed Desmond Ritter to do too.
You don't have to worry about Russell.
Hold on. Go ahead, DA.
We stop wanting to go get 30+ year old quarterbacks.
Hold on. But I'm gonna give y'all the point. Just let DA speak right quick. But I'm gonna give y'all the point right quick. Go ahead, DA. But I'm going right after that.
I'm gonna be honest with you, and a lot of folks, of course, y'all ain't gonna agree with this. But I mean, I just like, and I'm not saying I want an old, washed-up guy in Atlanta either. But I truly believe the mistakes that we made this year at 36 years old, Russell Wilson wouldn't even make those mistakes. Key throws, situational football. But I want y'all, before I say, I want y'all to take y'all a piece of paper out and write the word Falcons down in a straight line, right? Next to the first F, write fans. Next to the A, write always. Next to the L, right?
Thought about this.
Next to the C, right? Counting. Next to the O, right? On fans always leave. Counting on next season. You can't make this up. And I'm gonna go back to when Arthur Blank said that the plan wasn't the playoffs. That right there was the nail biter for me.
That was crazy.
And I'm gonna be honest.
That was scary. That was scary to hear that from your
exactly. Let me say this too. If you look at the Dallas Cowboys, organization, the coaching staff, the players, everybody fears Jerry Jones. Everybody's afraid of Jerry Jones. They know Jerry Jones will replace your ass. But in Atlanta, nobody fears Arthur Blank.
You better.
Arthur Blank allows these coaches to come in and run this program into the ground year after year, year after year, year after year. And like y'all been saying, it's true. We're only a couple pieces away from being a top tier team. And and I'm gonna be honest, I'm not saying I want an older Russell Wilson in Atlanta, but with the way this season went, with the teams we played against, you telling me right now that you're convinced if Russell Wilson had these weapons that we had on offense, with the decent offensive line we had, I guarantee you we'd be talking about a 12-win team right now. Because so much about.
I'm out
Denver this year too, though. Let's not forget that.
I'm finna take this to another level, though. 36 years old, true enough. But age don't mean nothing at the quarterback position. Let's keep it real. Because Tom Brady played into his 40s.
45.
You have Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson has better numbers this year than Patrick Mahomes, the best quarterback in the league. So you mean to tell me you wouldn't bring in Russell Wilson, who fits what Arthur Smith does, and Arthur Smith is going to stay the head coach? He can move with his legs. He can make deep. He's one of the best deep threat quarterbacks in the league. And
what don't we have?
Deep threats. So, if y'all talking about Russell Wilson just because he's 36, but that man has a Super Bowl, that man is a multiple Pro Bowl quarterback, and the only reason he's not in Seattle is because Pete Carroll didn't like him. Only reason he's not in Denver is because Sean Payton don't like him. So y'all can miss me.
Both some years is dealing with injuries, though. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. Wilson, a lot of his players got hurt these past 2 years.
But here's my take on this.
Go ahead.
we always keep talking about bringing in all these different quarterbacks, this, that, and the third, Fields and Russell Wilson and all these other people. But my thing is, if Arthur Smith can't handle what he has now, what makes those quarterbacks different? Here's why I say this. Even going back before Arthur Smith got here and we had Dan Quinn, do you honestly think that Russell Wilson or even a Justin Fields would come in and audible and say, Coach, what you saying ain't it. This is what we need to do. Do y'all think Russell Wilson or Fields would come in and do that? Because if our quarterback is not doing that and we still have the same coach, it's still going to be the same result.
No, that's not true. That's not true, because you got to think, going back to Dan Quinn had a Matt Ryan in an offense that was averaging 28 points a game and a defense that was giving up 40. So if it's that case, that's not the situation. This, plain and simple. The quarterback play was lackluster, and with the guys that we had, Russell Wilson would have came in and made this team 2.0. Now, like I said, the situation now is the real problem is Arthur Smith has more weapons on this offense that he can handle. Tennessee, Derrick Henry that got the ball 40 times a game. And A.J. Brown that will go off for 8 catches, maybe $110, 1 or 2 touchdowns, and a Ryan Tannehill. But he got a 3-headed monster at tight end. You go with third string. You got all these receivers, a 3-headed monster at running back. This is too much talent for this guy to handle. And what's happening is this caused the offense to be discombobulated. They all over the place because it's hard for them to set a set game plan because everybody wants the ball.
Hey,
what you're saying, I agree to. What I'm disagreeing about is if you listen to what you're saying about him having too many weapons, if we add Russell Wilson to it, that's gonna make more of too many weapons with the same coach.
No, this is the thing. Quarterback and offensive coordinator are one. Russell Wilson will be able to get these guys the ball. That will make it easier for Arthur Smith.
Exactly.
And we're not hoping that he stays the OC either. Also, if we get Russell Wilson or we get Justin Fields, he's still one of the offensive coordinators.
That tells you we're only a quarterback and the offensive coordinator away. Why the hell is Arthur Smith going to be here next year?
Yeah. Yeah. Now, seriously, I ain't disagreeing. I ain't disagreeing with y'all. I'm just saying, like, that's the thing. Those are the biggest problems. I've been coming on the show every week saying the same thing. Arthur Smith there, and here's the deal. We need a quarterback that can neutralize the mindset of him if he does return, because knowing Arthur Blank, we may have him back. So let's not count on that, right? Let's not count on getting a new head coach, but we probably can count on getting a new play caller, but I think the head coaching change, that's not going to happen because of Arthur Blank. Maybe he don't find out about Arthur Blank and his affiliation with all these drug organizations around the world and stuff like that. And Arthur Blank, I'm going to keep this guy, I'm going to pay him every dollar I owe him. That way I ain't got no feds raiding me or whatever. But the problem is Arthur Smith don't have a quarterback that can assist him, right, in terms of helping him understand what he has. And like I said, there's too many weapons on this team, and they all got to get the ball. But I will say this.
I've been saying that too, dear.
The craziest part about all of this, though, right? And I don't think because I don't think Carolina's going to beat Tampa next week. I just don't think that's going to happen. But with Carolina knowing that, we can play spoiler, this is a division team, we can break their hearts. If Carolina beats Tampa and we beat New Orleans, we NFC South champions. And like Berto said, I don't want to see this team. I don't want to see this team in the playoffs. I'm just going to be straight up with you. And what kills me the most is at some point during the season, every NFL team has a peaking point. Where, okay, we're going to peak these 3 or 4 games. We have not won 3 games in a row in 3 years.
Mm-hmm. We're not going to.
First year
we
with
will
Matt
not
Ryan,
have a 3-game winning streak at all since Arthur Smith has been here.
Yeah.
That's
so it's only been 2 games.
It's not happening, and it's not going to happen this year.
But y'all know why. Y'all know why we struggle on offense, though, right?
Stop listening to the sun. See, Berto, they don't want to listen. They don't want to listen. See, they skipped over all this other stuff, right? This was recruited by Arthur Blank's son. Arthur Blank's son. Stop listening to the son.
Well, he need to be fired too.
They don't want to go to the Notre Dame game where he was recruited. They don't want to go to the Alabama game where Arthur Blank's son was spending money on cocaine and hookers, right? They don't want to go to that game, right? They don't want to go to that game. And they was listening to the son recruit this guy and say, hey, listen, this is the guy. Maybe when Arthur Smith got the head coaching job, maybe it was the worst group of quarterbacks coming out of college.
Facts, that's true.
Okay? Maybe it was the worst group of quarterbacks coming out of college. Berto, I don't watch college, bro. I done said it, man. I don't watch college. I'm a UFC. Saturday night for me is boxing and UFC for me. That's what I do. I don't watch nothing of that college stuff. I don't do that. I always say that. So maybe when he got the head coaching job, it was the wrong couple years. Now you got to go get a guy. Okay, go get a guy.
That could have been their plan the whole time too, though. A
quarterback like Russell Wilson in an Atlanta media market, I'm not worried about what he's going to do on the field. I'm worried about what the hell going to happen off the field.
Off the field.
It's not. I live in the city. I live in New York. It's not what Daniel Jones does on the field. It's what Tommy DeVito does off the field. Tommy DeVito jerseys,
one of them intellectual guys.
Tommy DeVito jerseys have sold more than Bryce Young jerseys in 3 games. Tommy, the Italians are back out on the streets. John Gotti is back out on the street.
Running all over.
It's the media. It's the media. But everybody doesn't want, oh, X's and O's, X's and O's. We all can do X's and O's. X's and O's is easy to do. It's what you're going to do off the field. And if you put Sierra in downtown Atlanta,
come on.
If you put it in downtown Atlanta,
come on.
And Russell's practicing,
talk to him.
Twitter. Oh, I got the keys. I got the keys.
You better get
Hey, look, Wolf got a point though, man. Hey, Wolf, Wolf, look, I understand, Wolf, because you know what's gonna happen is if Russell Wilson does bring Sierra back to Atlanta, it's gonna be some more future drama.
Put your big boy pants on, though. You're a grown man.
But the only good thing about that is it'll put seats in the ass. It'll put asses in the seat. That's the only thing.
And they can play. Hey, listen, they can play future all they want in the stadium, bro. You gotta go out there and do your thing. Bro, y'all acting like they ain't playing Seattle when they had Richard Sherman, Earl Thomas
in the stadium. Forget playing his music. He's gonna be performing at halftime.
Right,
even better
on the sideline.
Even better. Get him hype. Appreciate you.
Hey, I hate to cut the future thing short, but we got a lot of people in the back room, man. So
hey, I'm gonna get off. Man. Listen, Happy New Year's to everybody, man. Happy New Year's to everybody.
Happy New Year, man.
God bless everybody, man. God bless everybody. And listen, man, like I said before, the quarterback horse, the thirst is gonna grow more and more. Let's everybody put out great content out here. Obviously, A1, congratulations, Alberto, Smitty. Congratulations, Torch. This is the first time I meet you, but we'll cross paths again.
Appreciate you, man. Holla at me.
And the queen here. Yeah, listen, man. Look, man, it's great to have this
joy.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna order a shirt, but I'm gonna order a shirt, but this time I want a big lemon with Desmond Ritter's face of a lemon. Can you do that?
Oh shit!
Can you do that? Okay. Thank you. And God bless everybody. Good night. And
tell me where to find you at before you get out of here.
Hey man, always Wolf Solidified. Wolf Solidified. Remember to get your life up, not your likes up. Mister, do me a favor, don't do me no favors. Remember, your mother loves me, your father respects me, and your sister cooking home fries for me. It's your boy.
Yeah.
And I've dropped his link. It's in the chat.
Shout out, boy. Shout out to
Happy New Year.
Before you get out of here, if I had to come find you with a stick, I am. You better put out that challenge soon because next year is the year of blessings, man. So
come on,
take heed to it and do it.
I got you, man. Hey, look, shout out to you, Smitty, man, Birdo, Twitch, the young sister in the chat, Chris. Man, appreciate y'all, man. I was pissed all day. Appreciate y'all guys always make me feel better after the game, man.
Hey, DA, man. I need to get you on the show too.
I'm gonna wait till the season over to start the channel, man, because man, hopefully, we get this win next week and the Tampa Bay lose, man. I would like to see a playoff game, but I'm with Birdo. Fuck it. It is what it is. All right, man.
I feel you, fam.
No doubt.
Yeah, man. Tell them to start that channel, man. We can talk about some things outside of in the football season because you already know the
bullshit and all. Bullshit and all.
Snap.
You damn right.
The wrestling god is in the building.
Yeet.
Double.
If you want Arthur Smith out of the office, just say yeet. Yeet. Oh my! Hey, where did Eddie Kingston come from? I need to follow him. Oh my God! I found my Puerto Rican brother over there that was here earlier.
I dropped the link in the chat.
I got to get back in that chat to get that link because oh my God, he sounded so much like Eddie Kingston. It warmed my heart. I mean, I was like, man, I'm about to shed a Puerto Rican gangster tear. First of all, I want to try to find a way to smack everybody in 92.9 land because they all are saying we could make the playoffs. Believe. Hold on. Because I found an all-star lineup. I think Smitty, I think Berto, Tip, I think all y'all, I think Twisted over here, I think Eddie Kingston over there, down there that just left us. I think all of us need to be on the show. We got our City Hall from Toddy. We got, Big Low Country and Uncle Steve, who thinks Arthur Smith is a genius. I think we got some good stuff here. I mean, we just need a radio station. I'm telling you, people, hire us. Oh my God!
I love Taylor.
I love Taylor. Hey guys, you saw how Desmond came out smiling, yelling, getting people in set, and then as soon as he said hike, he threw that thing and it went the other way.
Bro,
oh my God!
And now on Desmond's pick, I ain't trying to make no excuses, but at least he did get his hand hit at the same time he let it go. I don't know where Taylor was going today.
Hey, Chris, what numbers was that one?
It was, hey, you want that ball?
Bro.
Who wants the pick?
No fact.
I've never seen the OC not be able to draw up players to do cover two. Then the play that actually works, you don't run it no more. I've seen Arthur Smith on numerous occasions run the exact same play numerous times and say, F it, you got to stop it.
Yeah.
Why do you not run a screen again?
Wasn't he billed as an offensive genius?
No, he's offensive running game genius.
All I'm saying is
line. Yeah.
No, I was about to say I wish they didn't have that relationship because I wish you would have picked a different team outside of Atlanta. That's all.
Hey man, it's like, oh my God. So I'm watching this, and the thing is this, because I was on vacation, I went to Dahlonega, spent some time with the fam, and we, we're walking, and we get in the car, and I heard, well, what does the Bears have? They don't have what we have. We're a more complete team. And I shut the radio. My wife's like, I thought you wanted to hear it. I go, no. I said, because they have a quarterback and they have a pass rusher.
Tell them you don't want to hear that bullshit.
I said, I'm in a good mood. I don't want to ruin it. I said, but I'm telling you right now, the Bears have a quarterback. They have a pass rusher. If they want to keep those guys, that's on them. But in this game, that's what they have over us. Yep. And sure enough, that's what bit us in the butt. We can't get guys down when we need to. Like, we get sacks, but we're like the team that get the most empty calorie sacks in the world. It's like, I love the guys. It's like, they get them, but when it's time to get the guy down, we get almost. Almost Dupree gets around that corner and almost gets him. And then, oh, wait a minute, he just went away from my hand. What happened? And I mean,
Bud Dupree can win an award for the almost sack list.
Dude,
if we could tally up his almost sacks, he'll have 40.
And okay, someone said this. Koo gets a lot of 50-yard field goals. Does Arthur Smith become Dan Quinn all of a sudden and go, all right, we crossed the 50? Send Koo out. We got this.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm watching this.
Look at his wins, C-Dub.
Yeah.
Look at all his wins in the 3 years. A lot of them came from Yahoo Cool's kicks at the end of the game.
That's another one. Because me and Chuckery got in an argument because he kept on saying Desmond Ridder led the league in a 3 games winning streak or 3-game wins in this season. And I'm going, wasn't that the kicker who kicked the field goals? Because I don't remember Ridder throwing a game-winning touchdown.
Nah,
I seen him throw game-winning interceptions.
They mean him setting up position for the game.
Yeah.
That's not that.
But that's history though for us. Honestly, that's history for the Falcons organization. You pick a lot of field in your games.
But here's what I'm saying.
Anderson, Matt
but this
Bryant, Young way.
But this is what I'm saying though. This is what this freaking media does though, or the radio station, or certain stuff. Because you guys, man, we keep it real. We're not gonna just try to, say, hey, don't smell that doo-doo. It actually smells like potpourri. No, we're going to say, hey, that stinks like crap. Smells like Arthur Smith. But when you look at this team, the media wants to make it like, man, guys, we have a chance. This team, what would happen if Arthur Smith wasn't here? And I'm going, maybe we would be consistent. Maybe we could, I'm going to high five Berto, because it was the last podcast I heard you guys, and Berto said he's done hearing about the coordinators. I don't want any coordinator. I don't want any of the young guys. Stop with the coordinator. Stop with the hot. I want a guy that's coached, and I want a guy with experience. And I'm going to go here. If Harbaugh's available, if Tomlin's available, if I love Cardwell, because if you get a quarterback, that's a guy that could work with a quarterback. Hell,
absolutely.
And we don't know if Joe Flacco's going to want to play, but if he wants to play, there's your guy. Because what is he doing? He's just throwing the ball deep, but he's giving the ball to a running back. That's what you should have been doing. And I'm done giving bouquets to Arthur Smith for finding his way out of a wet paper sack. This guy is an idiot. All right? Don't worry. My God, guys, if you listen to his interviews with the coach with 92.9, at first it used to be, oh, man, we're kind of respectful of Arthur. Now it's almost like they're hugging him, going, okay, it's all right, Arthur. Yeah, just cry on my shoulder. It's fine. Yeah, we love you. Yeah. The Atlanta fans understand. You don't have a quarterback. They will love you because we represent Atlanta. No, you don't. You live in a gated community, boy. You don't know what Atlanta's feeling like. Yeah, you're from Texas. Sorry. And, of course, Mike Bell, who's still crying over FSU. By the way, Arthur Smith, I got a great team for you. Over in Florida State, they can use your offensive brilliance. You may get them another field goal.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, on that note, Dub, we appreciate your thoughts. We got to end the show, unfortunately, all the stuff that we have to do. Apologies to anybody that's in the back. So this is what we're going to do, Smitty. You can agree or disagree on this one for Tuesday night. We will open the chat from the beginning and let anybody come in and just speak your mind and come rock with us on Tuesday night at 8:00 as the final show. At least for the season.
We're gonna make it about y'all Tuesday.
Yeah, we're gonna make it about you guys, man. We appreciate
have a special guest, but we're still gonna let y'all in.
Absolutely,
still gonna let y'all in. But we got to run, man.
We got to run. Twisted, we're gonna end, but we need you to stay for a minute, all right, brother?
Okay.
So I'm gonna end this. Everybody, you see the socials there. You know what? Let's go around. Twisted, lead the way right quick. Let them.
Hey man, appreciate Smitty, appreciate my boy Berto, appreciate my boy Chris. A1 forever. Great content as always, guys. Continue to support all the channels, Falcons channels, and we appreciate the support. If you haven't already, like my video, subscribe to my channel as well. I just dropped a quick recap talking about Arthur Smith being fired for sure, and talking about this terrible loss we just got. So check that out and like the video, man. Appreciate y'all as always.
Yes, sir, man. Chris Tipmore here from A1 Forever Sports. Also 1/3 of the 95 North Sports Machine with my brother Smitty and Berto. Shout out to Twisted for coming on, always bringing that swag as he always do. So really appreciate him for coming through like that. Appreciate for everybody in the chat always coming through, showing their support. for what we do, and that's talk about our Atlanta sports teams. You know, so you can catch me on A1 Forever Sports here on YouTube. Also, the real A1 Forever on TikTok, A1 Forever on Instagram, and also on Twitter or X, A1ROC. Man, come holler at me. Hey, man, we can talk about these Falcons, talk about these slim playoff chances, and talk about if you really want us to even go to the playoffs, man. Smash that like button, man. Shout out to everybody who came up on the panel speaking their truth about these Atlanta Falcons.
And y'all know what time it is, man. It's time to end this thing right quick, man. But gotta give a shout out to Raymond Collins, man. You always tuning in, always supporting.
Hey,
happy anniversary to you
happy
and the wife,
anniversary,
man. Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. But y'all know where to find me, man. Speedy Sports Machine on YouTube, on Spotify, and y'all can find me on Twitter at FatBoySlim_21. Y'all see it right there in the chat. I'm sorry, right there on the screen. And y'all can find me Raise a Hell on Twitter 24/7.
As you all know, man, it's your boy Berto, your host of the 95 North Falcons Talk Show. That's the platform on YouTube. You can find me under Twix, Twitter, X, whatever, bag of Skittles, whatever the fuck it's called, on the Falcons.
Before you sign off, can I get a kick for that right there?
Hey man, this is a woman telling me not to do this, so I don't know. Oh
man. But you can also find me tomorrow at 11:30 in the morning on Bleacher Report, giving the Falcons topic for the week. And you can catch me next Sunday as well, post-game on Bleacher Report, breaking down all the games, action, would-be action, whatever you want to call it, to the season end of our Atlanta Falcons. But to that, we'll give you your Sunday back. Happy New Year, everybody. Bring in the new year responsibly with your loved ones, and we will see you Tuesday night. Peace.
Peace.